as a spectator amongst the stars and the moon and the night sky tonight. With some ambient textures from nature's womb. I have a message of solidarity, candlelight vigil instinct. Because in the residual aftermath of so much carnage and destruction and mortuesque, the Noster Rex, which is in the tabernacle, no quator, a mortuesque. The king will not speak to us. So we're cut off. And we can't do anything. Just like the sea merchant, aka the chef, aka Raekwon of Wu-Tang, who said, do something, you can't, you know? It's like, when you open up your mind by thinking differently about the relationships and the equations and the biochemical nuance, you're like, provisions, survivability, the future, doomsday scenarios, fate, ideology, religion, the cosmic calendar, truth, raw data. My father recently passed away, and now I'm living with my mom and my sister and her offspring, and I'm like, I feel this environment and this location allows me to sabbaticalize and to materialize and the messages I was just reminded that my volume might be too loud, so you know, it's a timeshare, it's a ecosystem full of personalities and willpowers and viewpoints and this and that. And to make a long story short, I'm like, I'm in camouflage and I'm wearing a patriotic cover of some kind, but the true essence of this nation in controversy and turmoil and turbulence is like, I believe in a melting pot. I believe in the life, liberty, pursuit of happiness for all walks of life, for all immigrants, for all historically rich individuals. But my freedoms haven't been infringed by the choices of politicians that have allowed the great debate debacle, to infringe on everyday life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. I'm just one person right now on this camera, on this device. Like, the world goes on. When the Wu-Tang talked about, there's always someone on the street corner with a sign that says revolution. But the world goes on and on. But I don't know about that anymore. Because we're at the threshold of something that is without prediction, without retrodiction. And like a universe that has both a finite beginning and a finite end, collapse from within, collapse from external sources, both domestic and foreign threats, both the libertarian, the conservatarian, the nuances, a message of solidarity and candlelight vigil. A message of solidarity and candlelight vigil. Because Tom Waits asked one time in an album, I don't remember the name of the album, but he was like, God, whose prayers does he receive? Whose prayers does he refuse? And Netanyahu was just like, the Bible talks about a time for peace and a time for war. And he's going to emphasize that it's the time for war in the Middle East. In Lebanon, Beirut. And yet there are Israelis protesting Netanyahu like, my blood has been lost by whoever's doing it. So I say, you have my wish of good luck to anyone that questions the nature of the battle to control the consciousness of the populace. And if we can find a way to do something extraordinary, something that can bring peace to the four seasons, bring peace to the surface of this planet before it's too late.